hunted is running through dungeons and killing monsters with really cool swords and really cool weapons and amazing spells and magic and special effects. It's a modern, co-op, cover-based action game set in this rich fantasy world.
The story is a story of Caddick and Allura, who are mercenaries, and they're just looking for their next job.
At the beginning of the game, Caddick is having these dreams and visions of this character, Seraphin, who's giving him advice on what he should do.
That liquid just may save your life.
Following those dreams, they come into the town of Dyfed, just like they've come into 100 towns before, looking for the next quest. Upon getting into the town, they realize things are not exactly what they expected. There's this race of war guard, these enemy creatures that are grabbing the people of the town, and all the people in the world are being herded up. We don't really know why, and the characters don't know why. Seraphin's really encouraging the players to figure out what's going on and try to stop it from happening.
This would be a great spot to do it.
Come to me.
Really, at the beginning of the game, it's pretty straightforward, but as they get deeper into it, they find that there's more going on.
Let's see what this beast's corpse can tell us.
And people see it at first, they go, oh, you know, elven woman with the bow and the big guy with the shield. We wanted to sort of turn the cliche on its head.
We wanted to cast her personality against what you might think you were getting by looking at her.
Better to concern yourself with where we should head next.
She is the bloodthirsty one rushing in there. She's just always ready to get Caddick into trouble, and Caddick is always like,
Damn it, girl, I warned you!
And it's the interesting juxtaposition of his personality versus what you think you're going to get by just looking at him that makes him an interesting character.
Did you hear? Scurrying.
What if I did?
I don't like things that scurry.
Both characters really have their main ability. You know, Caddick, his main ability is melee. Allura, her main ability is ranged. And they both have the ability to use magic spells.
So we had to make sure that they not only played well with each other from the design perspective, but also that the skills worked on their own.
And the combination of their different personalities and their different skills, that became one of the central themes of the game, was this concept of co-op and the players working together.
Allura, we should move. We're exposed out here.
Whether it's Allura and her ice arrows freezing guys in place so Caddick can shatter them, the levitation that Caddick can do to raise enemies up into the air and allow Allura to pick them off. Even the regeneration, when one of the two players goes down but isn't dead, you can revive them, but you can do it from anywhere in the arena. You have a line of sight to them by chucking a regen vial all the way across and bringing them back to life.
on top of that, you battle charge me with lightning. I turn around with my spells and battle charge you. And this creates a spell link. You've got this giant cord, you're running, and any enemies that get in between that take massive amounts of damage.
I think what we ended up with is a set of skills that'll really allow the players to kind of discover new ways to play the game. You can figure out a cool way to do something, you're like, yeah, that's awesome, I can't believe they let us do that.
And we want that experience to be exactly the same in the single player game. I want to have that same dynamic.
This game has not only done what we've said it's going to do, but I think it's even gone beyond that.
I think everybody really knows that we're making something special right now.
The whole genesis of this game was trying to create something that's been in my imagination for 20 years, and I think we've definitely delivered on that.
It's a great and desperate adventure for all the players.
It has elements of addiction, it has elements of sacrifice.
You're not part of the King's Guard.
The great thing about hunting is that nobody is what they appear, and in fact even our heroes don't know themselves until they're pushed over the edge of reason.
I became fascinated with the Mayans and this concept of this race of people that were so powerful and so organized as a culture that they were invading all of the outlying areas, rounding up all of the people, dragging them back to their temples and sacrificing to their gods. And so we took that concept and put it into a fantasy world. And you had your adventurers, if their goal was to try to stop that from happening, it became very interesting.
They are interfering with my slave.
Because the Mayans didn't see themselves as evil. They saw themselves as doing what was right to their own gods.
When you think somebody's rotten to the core, and then all of a sudden you relate to them and you understand them. That's the beauty of Hunted.
So the characters are being led at the beginning of the game by Seraphin to try to solve this mystery.
Let's start with a favor. Seraphin is a spirit guide who sets our heroes off on their quest. She is asking for the help of Caddoc and Allura to go on this mission, essentially for her, and save the humans from a terrible demise.
The people are being taken. There's a strange liquid in the world. There's creatures addicted to it.
And Seraphin's really encouraging the players to figure out what's going on and try to stop it from happening.
My physical body is on the move, and I fear many humans will be slaughtered. Time is not eternal. Seraphin is a spirit guide, but she also is a physical presence, so she can appear and then vanish, and they can hear her thoughts. I know what you seek. She has a love-hate relationship with Caddoc and Allura. She loves Caddoc. She hates Allura. There's no need for your snarky nature, Huntress.
Caddoc's kind of like, seems like she's got good ideas. Let's kind of follow along. And Allura's kind of like, I don't trust her, but I'm in for the action.
Seraphin has convinced the characters to find these magic crystals throughout the world. And you use these crystals and give them to Seraphin, and she in turn bestows magic skills and magic abilities on the players.
Now please, hand me the crystals. And she desperately needs you to achieve certain quests for her. And she, as a spirit guide, is relaying messages to you. You must get this done, otherwise I will die. I'm afraid the danger that lies ahead is graver than I had foreseen. When you do a video character, you want to develop something that's going to make people feel, it's going to really bring the graphics alive. Grow accustomed to it in time. I want you to feel the danger. I want to put a chill down your spine when she's saying it's cold. You know, I want people to feel that it's cold. I want you to feel the terror. I want that quest to feel real to you. Oh, you must trust me.
The sooner we put an end to this unuvin, the better.
The more you unravel the mystery, the more you get sort of a different angle on what you were being told to do and why.
There's plenty of clues along the way, and we very delicately place those throughout the world.
They'll get to the end of a level and discover what they thought was true is not quite true, it's a little bit different.
Caddoc and Allura go through many terrible travails, and they're terribly sorry at some point that they ever began this quest, but there's nothing for it now. The die has been cast.
There, more prisoners.
It's kind of like a movie. Once you get to the end and you look back at all the clues that you're given, you're going to go, oh, now this makes complete sense. That's what that was.
The end is literally soul-destroying for somebody. I'm not going to say who.
And the cycle will continue.